What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. If you caught my last attempt at the Barley One Crop challenge, you probably noticed it got a little messy. I had issues with my fields, I had issues with my equipment, the AI, everything went wrong. Well, we are officially wiping the slate clean and doing a complete retake. Today we skipped all the boring setup grind off camera, secured the ultimate custom purple and blue fleet, and locked in every single piece of heavy machinery we need to dominate Riverbend Springs right from minute one. Hit that subscribe button, drop a like, and let's dive straight into the action. Alright, so we're gonna start out. We got our everything here. We got tractors galore. So we're gonna move. I gotta move the harvester out of the way. So we have everything here we need for one crop challenge. We have 16 total tractors. This harvester. This is my signature color, by the way, that I made using the color customizer. So, alright, so I got this truck. This truck, unless we absolutely need it, is staying all the way. Did I zoom in? Thank you. Alright, it's gonna be sitting over here next to the house, no matter what. So that's staying here. Next, this is our tractor. I have the Lizard Invisible Mulcher. We are going to be starting with that today. We're going to be mulching all of our fields that are able to be mulched. And then we're going to put our subsoiler on them. We're going to be using AI for some things. Other things, we are using our little mulcher. So, I don't know if the AI will run the mulcher. Let's see. Oh, it will. Okay. It's running the mulcher. Okay. We have we have a total of 16 Valtra tractors. Valtra 286 tractors. S286. And we have 3 that have subsoilers. So as soon as that one is done mulching that field, I'm gonna get this to start subsoiling the field. Oh, wow, I think it's already almost done. Maybe. This thing has an invisible mulcher on it, so... See what it's doing? This is cool. I don't know if it'll do it for regular crops. The crops are already grown, but we'll see. We'll see. And see how fast that is? You see how fast that is? And it's invisible, so you have unlimited width there, buddy. He's gonna turn around. But see what that does? It just mulches up anything that's on the field. So this is gonna improve our yields. We need 100% yield on this when we do it. Because if not, it's gonna flop, it's not gonna work right, and we're not gonna get the amount of money that we need to do everything. Oh, he missed a spot. We might actually have to do the mulching ourselves. Alright, lower mulcher. Okay, we'll mulch ourselves, but they're missing spots. It's because this thing is so big. It's mulching the grass on the side. That's alright though. Want to make sure it gets all spots. There we go. Mulched. Lift. Alright, lower. Oh, it is gonna mulch the field and stuff up. Lovely! Hell yeah! So the mulching we'll do ourselves, the rolling we'll probably do ourselves because it's huge, but the AI doesn't detect that it's a modded thing that you can't bring up in anything with, so they don't go too far to the edge of anything. So we got our mulching. We still got 580, 158,000. Not gonna do anything to this because it's already cultivated. It's already plowed. But these 3 fields, 4 fields right now, are probably the best fit. Okay, mulcher first. Yeah, we'll set our subsoilers on all of our fields. Mulching done. Alright, our subsoiler. I'm gonna set the AI for this one because, well, it's a smaller thing. And what this is basically gonna do, the mulching is gonna make the soil richer because of the mulched up crops. But you're also gonna be plowing. The plowing is gonna get rid of any weird bumps and humps in the crops. And then of course, once all that's done, I'm gonna be cultivating. Plowing, then cultivating. Cultivating makes it easier for seeding. That's even if it will cultivate. If that's just a cultivator or subsoil all in one, it's gonna be nice, but so yeah, we're gonna have these in place to go next, and then the seeders are gonna go. And yes, I use AI to do this stuff because for me, we're gonna do everything else by ourselves. The harvesting, the grabbing the crops, the delivering. Well, delivering I'll use AI for, but it's one of those things like better off doing it differently, I suppose. That makes sense. So, and then we got 3 of these seeders. These are the Porsche Credo 3 seeder and Power Harrow machine. So that's really, really good. So yeah, we're gonna get that done really, really quick. We do have more than enough money for you know what I'm gonna do right now? I have more than enough money. I might go ahead and buy fields 6 and 7, because labor, the AI labor is not gonna cost that much. No, we don't have enough money for 6. Okay, let's go back to our tractor. Alright, let's go back to what we're watching for our stuff. So what I'm basically doing, the way it's working. So, the steps we are taking. Mulch. So just a mulcher. It's invisible, you can't see it. when it's attached, but it's right there. That's the mulcher. It's from the Kinsey planter mod. So you can do that. So we do mulch, subsoil, or plow. Now if this didn't have the little cultivator thing on the back of it, I think it would be fine. So subsoil, then we cultivate, seed, roll, then fertilize. And then we set our time in motion to do the harvesting. So yeah, we're definitely doing that. I think the longest field that's gonna take the longest is this one. Mostly because it's really, really large. I might not need to do the cultivation, but now if I didn't have the little attachment thing on the back of this, I think I probably would be able to cultivate anyway. I don't know if it will with the thing, but we'll see now in a second. This field 4 is going to be done now in like not very long. It doesn't take the tractor long to go through this, so that's too bad. Okay, now it's going to start on its headlands. There you go. I'll see if it'll cultivate after. If it doesn't cultivate, I might have. It's gonna be the same thing, but there is. I'm using. Where's my subsoilers? I'm using. Actually, all of them had that. Okay, it plows and cultivates at the same time. So I might not need those cultivators. If that does the work of 2 items. Ooh. I also have to see if any of these have the weird. Oh. Oh. There's no glitchy spots in the fields. Dude, none of them have glitchy spots. Dude. That's a game changer. None of them have glitchy spots. If so, I can sell those tractors and buy a few more fields. I don't need to cultivate. Let's go to the one I have set up here. Will it cultivate? If it cultivates. Okay, it can cultivate. Okay. So we could cultivate. The subsoiler is just making it so it's smooth out, not these big ass bumps. Okay, so we'll cultivate anyway, just to make sure. This field 2 takes the longest out of these 4. Field 4 takes the least amount of time. Like, it has one more pass and it's done. I'll set the cultivator on this one. Actually, I might do that now. Since it has 1 pass left after this, it should be good to go. Since this starts with... So it starts with up and down first. So... Start off in the center. Go. So yeah, it's pretty cool. I like it. It's not that bad. It's pretty good. We're getting our planting done a heck of a lot faster because we can do 3 or 4 at a time instead of having to do 1 at a time with big ass equipment that brings up and everything. It's like, okay, you got this equipment, let's go. And again, the rolling, fertilizing, and stuff like that will guarantee us almost 100%, if not 100% yield. Okay. Nope. You go. Stop. Okay. I'll let that finish what I was doing first. Because if not, it's gonna get screwed up. Where that wants to start, it's gonna... Okay, it's a different color than the regular... Doesn't seem like there's any difference in the cultivating and subsoiling, so I don't know. We'll see. What the subsoiler does, it does the work of a plow, but it doesn't leave these big mud plow marks. It literally evens out the soil on top at the same time that it's doing the deep cultivation, subsoiling, and stuff like that. So those little tracks on the front, I guess you would say plow heads on the front, it plows the soil, and then these rollers on the top turn up the soil and make it more even on top instead of the rows that's there right now. So yeah, that's pretty good. I gotta say, that's pretty good. That said, it's like, I don't mind anything being... She's on her last round. I'm gonna line this cultivator up at the edge of the field, I think, instead. She's almost done. We got 2 more rows to do. Alright, let's go. Let's bring this tractor to the edge of the field. Lining them up on the edge of the field, too. On the straightest edge of a field that you can. You can actually get them to have less mistakes. Oh no, 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 no. She's doing that. That one's doing that. I'm thinking this is doing the work of both a cultivator and a subsoil and a plow. If so, we can sell this and get a couple more fields. I don't mind doing that. And I'm gonna have a couple of the extra tractors around just because. I don't want to buy too many extra fields. May not have needed that many. Detects that there's something to do. If not, these little cultivators aren't needed. So, I'm gonna show you a little thing. We got a subsoiler instead of a plow. Yep, no field to work. Okay. Well, we're gonna go into our menu. What I am gonna do, I'm gonna get this guy, set destination. Get that to go over to set destination, same thing. And this one's the same thing, because this is plowing and cultivating at the same time. I'm selling these. And we'll get a couple more fields. So, yeah. up. Shouldn't be stuck now. So yeah, we don't need that at all. Okay, subsoiler is all we need. Okay, so we're gonna sell those. We're gonna buy a few more fields. Let's go to our cultivator here, our subsoiler here. I'll bring this over to field 5. Not gonna take long for them to get over there. But I mean, it gives us... We're selling these. We didn't even use them. We sell them. We had to sell them because we got no use for them. So I mean, what's the use of having extra tractors when you don't need them? Oh, by the way, this is my custom color. I'll give you the color code for it. Need a color code for my description for this custom color. If you guys want it on your thing. And my channel is on my license plate. Alright. Okay, dealer options. I'll go into the Valtra. I'll go down to the color, cause okay, so the exact color is the RGB code is 770255. So you're going down here. It's a metallic color and a metallic. So 77255. 770255 is the shade exact RGB code for this color. And it gets this nice purpley blue hue to it. And my license plate is this. There's no, you can't really, I don't think you can really pick a design for the plate at all, so. Anyway, we're gonna sell this. I sell this. Okay, we're gonna switch to the next one. Same thing. Actually, I might be able to squeeze both of them. Do this. And angle it. Rectangle. It will recognize both, hopefully. Yep. Sell, 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 sell. Yeah, we have $933,000 to spend in more fields. So, six, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, we got up to field 10. Alright, so. It skips right to the cedars. So. And field 3 is done. So I'm gonna put the cedar on field 3. Subsoiler's almost done. Okay, hang on. On field 2. I'm gonna cancel the barley cedar. So that one's on its second to last round. Going on to headlands, so or third to last. So this could start seeding here. Okay, so field two, field 3, and I'll go grab our mulcher and go over to 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, and we will the last 4 fields we just bought. Subsoiler. Where's the subsoilers? Okay, subsoiler 3. We'll go over to field 6, and then once I grab my mulcher, I'll use the mulcher on field 6, 7, well, all 4 of the other fields, so there's crops on these, so park you here, go back. Alright. Alright, so we're going over here. Alright, so I'm going to okay, door mulcher. Okay, it can mulch half-grown crops as well. Okay. Mulching is not required, but it does improve yield. Because it breaks down whatever plants are already on the field and leftovers of the plants and makes them nice and able to be used for basically an extra fertilization step before it gets mixed into the soil, I guess, or extra soil nutrients. In a bit more. I'll do 6, 7, 9, then 8 because it makes more sense than the way they actually have to label it. Yeah, a lot more action in this. Oh, also, quick little pause here for a moment. While we're mulching our fields, if you like this content and you're enjoying it and it's not too bad for you guys, be sure to stick around till the end, and if you guys want to help and support my channel, and the only means I have right now to even make videos for you guys is through Twitch and Twitch only. Like, I don't have editing tools, I don't have anything to really edit videos and stuff like that, so I'm using this to create short form content for you guys, just so I can have some content putting out there. Like, I'm trying my best to make it the best I can with what I have. And yeah, if you guys would like to support the channel, I have a coffee fund set up to get a brand new streaming setup. So if you want to donate to that, be sure to hit the link in my description. The link is also in my bio, in my link tree in my bio. I have everything on my link tree, all my social medias, everything like that. I also have a PayPal fund going for get GTA 6 and Ultimate orders and stuff like that. So if you want to support the channel and you want to support this journey and help a small content creator get to where she wants to go, yeah, you can feel free to donate to the link or buy me a coffee, as the saying goes. And yeah, I definitely appreciate it. So we're done field 8. Mulching is done. Done. Mulching is done. Nope, not quite. Field 8 has been mulched. I'm unintentionally mulching all the grass and bushes and everything else in between the fucking trees, which is funny. But yeah, we're pretty good. I might actually go ahead and trying to ruin my fields. To paint my little yard area. So, I'm going to do so. There we go. Field 10 is done. Mulcher. Everything's mulched. Alright, so, I'll bring this tractor back to and we'll see what we need to do. We'll grab our subsoilers and bring them over to the next fields that need to be subsoiled, and so on and so forth, and start the planting process. We already did start the planting process. We need this subsoiler first. So follow this one around, grab it, and bring it over to field 6. Because I want to keep this as order gets, if I can. So it's not going to be too bad. Extra work, yes, but it'll work in our favor, hopefully, to make it so that we have the basics that we need for this challenge to succeed. So, basically how this works. I'm going by the list that's in the game here. We got 5 people on the go. Anyway, basically how this works, there's a prices menu here for fruit types, and they're all alphabetical order. So barley, canola, carrots, corn, cotton, grapes, grass, green beans, long grain rice, oat, olives, onions, parsnips, peas, potatoes, red beets, regular rice, sorghum, soybeans, spinach, straw, sugar beets, sugar cane, sunflowers, and wheat. Now, wheat, and I think wheat, oat, and I'm not sure about sorghum, but I know wheat, oat, and barley all produce straw as a byproduct. So we're going to be selling those off of those crops. So we're going to not be, for barley and stuff, we're not only going to be using the grain, we're also going to be using the byproduct of that crop. So to make money. Now, I'm going to be doing everything in this list except for grapes, both types of rice, and olives. Because, at least for this map, most of the maps are hard to, I guess, map out to be able to do stuff like that. Like, grapes, you have to literally plant by yourself. You have to make grapevines. You have to make, it'd be alright if you could plant the seeds with a seeder and stuff like that instead. With the rice, you have to make rice fields. So it's like not everywhere in the maps are going to be suitable for rice paddies, rice fields. So I'm just gonna negate the rice and the grapes and stuff. Um, but yeah, every other crop we're gonna be doing. So basically, we can only since we're doing barley, we can only do barley and barley only, and its byproduct, which is straw. So we can only use barley and straw to make profit. We can't use anything else. We can't harvest anything off of the fields that we buy that has it, unless it is actually barley. Um, so that means like we're not going to be able to do contracts or anything like that to make money. We just have to use what we have to make money to buy the next fields coming up. So every harvest, we'll see how many fields we can buy. And then right at the end of this challenge, we're going to see how fast, which crops get us there the fastest. Because I'm going to be restarting and restarting and restarting. As soon as I know what equipment I need, I now know what the best equipment is. We're going to use each one for that. There's a cotton harvester for the Colossus, so I can use that too. But with that said, like we have, so when we go in to sell the barley, we're going to go into this menu, which is prices. So, you have several different spots you can sell to. And you can buy it from our buying station if we need it for something. But basically, we have all of our places here that we can buy it from. So you have Farmers Market, Gokers Valley, Grain Bar, Terminal 1 and 2, the Grain Mill, and the Grain River Silo. So depending on where you want to deliver your barley to, it depends on how much it is. So let's, for example, if we're planting it now, it won't be ready till I think March in the game. So 10 days, something like that. And the highest price is where we're going to be selling it to. So right now, if we have barley to sell, we would be selling it to Grain Barge Terminal 1. And with straw, there's only two places you can sell straw, and that is to the animal dealer and the farmer's market. So right now, the animal dealer is taking it for $100 per 1,000 liters. So that's where we would be selling it to. And yes, you can sell loose straw. That's why we got the loading wagon instead of doing bales. Bales are annoying. So, yeah. So, subsoilers. So yeah, that's basically what we're doing. And at the end of this, we are going to be doing a video. We're going to go collect. We're going to use, once we have all fields bought, and we do a plant and harvest for every single field. The huge plant and prep plant and everything for the final fields. And we plant them all, and we harvest them all. We're gonna go and we're gonna buy at a time however much we need for each stage. We're gonna finish the grain elevator museum, and we're gonna go find every single piece to the grain elevator museum. I made a guide. I had a guide for it, but I kind of still remember where most of the parts are for the museum. So we'll finish having it built first, so it's upgraded. And then we'll do the things right at the end. But the challenge is to see what crop gets us to that goal faster. So, which is perfect for what we want to do, right? So yeah, it's gonna make things a heck of a lot easier to do what we need to do. And it's gonna be a lot of fun. So we'll get into it, we'll have fun, and we'll just make everything a heck of a lot easier. And once everything is planted and everything like that, yeah, I'll do the time skip off camera, and we'll come back and harvest everything and purchase the next fields. Anyway, so yeah, it's not that bad. And like, this thing is a cultivator and plow all in one, so you can use this. I keep periodic plowing and stuff off. Like, my settings, I'll show you my settings quickly. I have it set to real time, traffic off, no seasons, snow off, crop destruction off, periodic plowing off, field stone off, lime required off, and weeds off. I have disaster destruction turned off, but I don't think I've ever needed that, but yeah, it works. Subsoiler, 1, 2, 3, and we need to be halfway down field 2. Field 4 is almost done already. So yeah, that's pretty good for what we need, and it's gonna be good for what we need. It's not too bad. It's not too great either. I mean, not too bad. This stuff works. It's working with the AI. The AI aren't missing spots. The AI is doing completely all of the fields, not missing any spots on them. They're doing the whole entire field with no issues with these tractors. They're the base game tractors, but this one I'm using is the Valtra Gold Edition 1 that comes with Ultimate Edition game that I bought when I first got it, or I had the Ultimate Deluxe Edition pack or something like that. That came with the year 1 pass. But I only have Highland. I only have the Highland fishing expansion. I don't have the other 2 expansions. It's out yet because I don't have the year 2 pass. But it's perfect. For what we need. These small ones are perfect. They take a bit longer to actually do the fields, but it works. Very. Skilled. Hello. I didn't see you. Anyway. Yeah, I really good on that. Most of this is just, I usually just plan to go, like, leave it and go type thing, just to make sure I have everything perfect. For what I need. I do the bigger cedars. If I were just to do everything myself, I would like be super speeding around the map doing everything myself. Which, in hindsight, is good, but it's not great for content if you try to speed it. I want the actual mod. Like, I have very little mods. I have a bunch of mods downloaded, but I have very little used in this map. Like, I think the only mods I do have are the Colossus tractor, the Colossus harvester and header, the Titan trailer, and the Titan forge wagon. That's it. The rest of this is base game tractors and equipment. Oh, and a Kinsey mod, invisible roller, and mulcher. Actually, oh, that cedar's done. Field 4 cedar is done. I'll go set this by field 7, actually. Because field 2s will go on field 5. So field... Yeah, This one would go over to field 5. That one would go... This one would go to field... Okay. This one would go to... Okay, this one would go to field 5, field 6, field 7. So I'll park next to field 7. This is the roller. This is the invisible roller. It's a roller, but it's inside this little box. And when you attach it to the like I could actually lift this up. I don't know if I could use it lifted up like that. I think you have to have it attached to a trailer, but to the tractor. But I mean, it looks like nothing's attached. Like this stuff will be extended like there's something attached to it when it's picked up, but other than that, there's nothing attached to it. It looks like nothing's attached to it. So this is what we gotta use after the cedars are done. Alright, this is field 7. This guy got a few more up and down rows left, I think. 1, maybe 2 up down rows left. And then the headlands. Alright, so I got, okay, this one almost done too. Let's go check on our subsoilers. Field 9's almost done. Field 7 is about halfway. Field 6 is about, I would say halfway as well. So, these are done so I can do the rolling motor. I'm gonna bring my roller over to field 2 and wait. Now, a funny little Easter egg about this thing. This thing, when you actually lower it, you can hear the sound effects from the roller, but the roller's not actually visible. It's kind of cool, actually. Or at least I find it to be. Too bad. I have this set to real time so we have plenty of time to do this. I like this. They're not missing any spots. They're doing everything right. Like, this is awesome. Last pass. And I'll bring this over to field 6. Or field 5. Yeah, this is the last. 1, 2, 3. Field 6. There this one. Oh! There's second to last pass on this side, and then that side it goes right around. Yeah, I gotta check. There's a way you can check to see if your fields are being seeded properly and there's no missed spots. this. If there's any missed spots on fields, that's going to be a headland spots going around like that. If there's any missed spots in fields, actually, even so, you can see where the fields have been mulched. The outsides have mulched as well. But you can also see the composition where it's being... And then this one, it says cultivated. So this one's been cultivated, planted, partially planted, almost all done planted. Like, this is, like, pretty much done being planted. And then you got this being cultivated here. Field 9's almost done out of all those. And then field 8. So I'll bring the subsoilers over in order that they're done over here. So, yeah. So, these, I don't understand it, but the tractors, instead of going the way they were going, they like just go reverse around the last headland edge. I truly don't understand that, but whatever, it's programmed. And we have lots of leeway for here, so by the time we're done with all the labor from the fields for the AI workers, I think we'll have roughly let's say 100,000 left? Maybe 110,000 left, something like that, because we're doing the rolling and stuff by ourselves, on our own. So we're not paying, but we're paying someone paying the AI to fertilize too. We gotta fertilize it as well. So as soon as they're rolled, I'm gonna bring fertilizer machines over to each field, and then have AI fertilize them. For me, the smaller equipment, I love the big equipment because it gets things done. But the thing is, you can't trust AI with the large equipment because the large equipment brings up in things. And when the large equipment brings up in things, that's when you have issues. That's why I like the Kinsey mods, the invisible roller, and the invisible mulcher. I wish I knew how to contact them and said, hey, can you add a cultivator, seeder, and because you had the regular planter, but can you someone like add an invisible cultivator, an invisible, actually it doesn't even have to be that, just a plow, a cultivator, and you can use the Kinsey seeder. Or just make an invisible seeder to go along with those type thing, you know? Someone make an invisible seeder mod. Invisible seeder, cultivator, and stuff like that. Alright, so I'm pretty sure those were ducks. Or geese. One of the two. And this field is finished. Being seeded. Yay! Done. Goes to field 6. I'm gonna mark it down here, field 6. Ooh, you're doing your headlands. You're starting your headlands. I can actually set this thing to start seeding. This one doing its headlands. If they're doing their headlands, I can set them to do their seating because they start with up and down as well. So alright. This is the invisible roller. I can't use this until they're done seeding. Subsoiler on field 9 is done. So I'm gonna bring this over to 8. If one of the other two are done first, I'm gonna put that one on another subsoiler on headlands on field. On field 8. And then do like the works. This is still kind of doing up and down, but I mean, that was still seeing its headlands. So yeah, there you go. There. Probably get this on the other one's on the next pass. There you go. Perfect. They're gonna clash. They'll do the headlands after the mulchers done too. I missed the way you could do tandem in 22 though, because you could literally have it doing the up and down stuff at the same time. Alright, so one more line on this side, and then I got one more pass on the other on the edge. I think one, maybe two more passes on the edge. Done. Bring this one over to field 8. Yeah, watching them is actually pretty neat. I might be able to. I got my thumbnail for this one. I got my thumbnail for this. So yeah, we got lots of practice. Alright. So we're doing this. Let's check on our other tractors again. That one's almost done. That one is, jeez, you're already like a quarter of the way done with field 8. Dude. Cedar is done. No, it's not. No, it's not. Not done. Something happened to it. You got your headlands to do, lady. Help her. Yeah, I help her. Get the headlands to do. Get the entirety of the headlands to do. What happened? Unless I accidentally hit the back button. Waiting here for this thing to be done, and it skipped the last 2 pieces of headlights. Like what? Keeping a close eye on this one. I think we'll be down to for AI labor, AI worker payments. 100 grand? Maybe it's not. I don't think it'll cost me. Maybe. RPG is blocked by 100. Oh, they resolved it. This is done in about a couple of minutes here, so we'll do that one. Whoa. thing. Done. Let's go to field 10. Seeder is almost done. Sweet. I can move this seeder over to field 5. I can start the other two seeders doing field 6 and 7. And this one's going to be going over field 5. Once it's done, the edges of this, that is. And I swear if it misses that little tiny What? Am I gonna have to line up on this myself? Back up. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. Still not moving. Maybe I got a too big of a tray. Oh my god. There's literally a spot that will not fill in. Oh my god! Something is wrong with the cedar. There's something wrong with the cedar. Up to you. A little bit, but not too bad. I'll leave it at, and I'm gonna roll it. Alright, this is going on my field 5. Whatever's going on with the field there. I'm not sure if it's the field or it's cedar. Maybe that field. Or it just could be the map saying that there's cedar not there where the is. She done? I just gotta bring these over here. So time to roll what's been seeded. Alright, so we're gonna roll what's been seeded. So I started this really long. This is the first plant. Alright, so seed 10's almost done. 6, 7. Alright, roller. Unfold. Let's go. Yeah, we're all the other field because it hasn't been planted yet, so. Whoa. Yeah, alright, 2 fields rolled. Six is doing headlands right now. 5 is on its halfway around at the up and downs. Basically, 7 is going to go to field 10. 6 is going to go to field 8. Actually, no. Yeah. 7 is going to go to field 10. 6 is going to go to field 8. When field 5 is done, that seed is going to field 9. Down to 25,000, so it's not too bad. Let's go get a fertilizer machine. We can get field 2 and 3 fertilized. 3, 4. Yeah, worker H has completed their task. be the subsoiler on field 10. Yep. I was right on that one. Alright, let's go. We can do this. Alright. Alright, next. Next. Okay. Fertilizer number 2. I don't think I have 6 going yet. Yep, I can activate the AI worker on the next field. On field 4, so. Loading wagon. Our other wagon. And our harvester. You're not done yet. Why'd you stop? The rest of this finish up, you know what we're doing, and I'll be back with the harvest videos, so stay tuned for that. Alright, if you like this video, please be sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and hit the little notification bell to get notified of videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!